Hello, you boys, girls on Tech19. I'm doing this earlier than I thought, mainly because someone had the goal to ask me for more, and I am obliging. Mainly because fortune favors the bold. Anyway, so we go with Deku. It's actually been like a few weeks since the Sludgeville incident, and believe it or not, they're starting to treat him better. That or treating him less like shit. There are still a few stragglers, but everyone seems to be steering away from him. He's sitting there looking out the window, and then... a bomb went off, at least to their knowledge. They weren't close enough to ground zero for it to actually affect them, except for the concussive blast, which did knock a few people out. And then alarms were blaring. People were panicked, the teachers were trying to get control, but they started running. Izuku was one of the only people who were staying calm. But there were others. Bakugo, and a few stragglers here and there. Izuku didn't know them. He didn't bother learning their names. Why would you learn the names of your tormentors? Of the people who stood idly by when you were hurt, while you were forced to defend yourself. Sorry, that got dark. The teacher was trying to stay calm as well. Everyone, let's move in a calm, orderly fashion to an escape route. If all of you remember your drills, which you should have. Yep, I'll lead this. Izuku got up. Come on, everyone. I'll lead the way. Thank you, Midoriya. Don't thank me. I'm just doing what anyone would do. Right? He gave a knowing smile to them. One that didn't necessarily reach his eyes, but he was still actually kind of happy at this moment. But besides that, if the drill's right, then it should stop within a few seconds, right? Oh, okay. Come on, everyone. A bomb went off. We don't want the ash to come down and make it harder for us to breathe. Then we'll have to get damp cloths. And depends if it's nuclear, actually. Was it America? God knows if it was. Come on, everyone. And they followed him. He was calm and assertive in a dire moment. It brought some weird thoughts in some of them, like, respect for a corkless guy. Weird. Anyways, as soon as they get out of the gates, Izuku sees something strange out of the peripheral of his vision. I forgot something. Hold on. The drill states that you shouldn't. I said I forgot something. Fine. Be quick. I will. Izuku grabs a broom and breaks the end of it off. Okay. Why? Just in case. Fine. You lead, by the way. Okay. You're an adult. Big, strong. You're making me worried. You're much more physically adept than I am, so you go first. No, I insist. You should really show these kids that they should trust in the adults, right? As Izuku looks back as apparently the crowd had doubled. There were actually about 20 people there. Where'd you come from? We're from another class that managed to. Hi. Okay. Still, no, I insist. Deku, I'll lead. No, you won't. Okay. You're strong. Please let go. There. You lead. Otherwise, I'll make you. Fine. As the teacher walks out of the gate, as... Oh, God, Jesus, that is brutal. What? Oh, it just won't stop. Why isn't it coming here? Oh, that's easy. This is unknown territory, and it's probably roaming the streets. It's most likely a scout, actually. Pretty bold choice using such heavy armor. But, mobility isn't really a problem for it. Look what it did to that guy. Why'd you send him out there? Because I saw something and wanted to make sure my hunch was right. Deku! What? It's not like anyone important died. Besides, that guy was a pedo. What? No, I'm not kidding. He actually had a record. Oh, Yeah, he only offered to grade me fairly if I... Oh, gross. Yeah, gross. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better. Was that a lie to make me feel better? No. Maybe. I don't know. Oh god, that concerns me. Kind of looks like a Triceratops, I'm gonna be honest, with all, like, the spiked horns. Oh, they look sharp. Mm-hmm. Anyways, let's go inside. What? What about the ash? I'm kind of thinking it wasn't a bomb. What tipped you off? That? Uh, I'm sorry. Oh boy. Yeah. It came in running real fast, too. Probably too busy munching on, I want to say, the people who ran before us. Oh god, how many people are left? I don't know. Let's check the school. Deku, how are you so calm? I'm probably still in shock. Oh well. I'll deal with that when I get to it. Deku, I don't feel good. Hey, calm down. You're gonna need as much energy as you can if you're gonna run like hell. Okay. Izuku had something that I never thought he would. Respect and trust from the people who saw his reaction. And fear. I mean, people always feared him. He was quirkless and could do so much. He was smart, ingenuitive, and very scrappy. But this was different. It seemed like they were actually depending on him. He didn't like it. He didn't like people looking towards him for help. He wanted to be a Marine, not a hero. Marines were soldiers, cannon fodder. Sure, they were probably some of the best, but still soldiers and meant to die all the same. Well, that was kind of morbid. Anyways, they checked the school. There were a total of 30 people. If they didn't include their little group, which was about, well, let's just say roughly about 7. So, total 37 people. Okay. If you don't... Oh, the body's gone. There's still trail blood. God, you really don't have a stomach for this shit. I'm sorry. I'm not a cold-hearted bastard like you. I'm not cold-hearted. I'm cynical. There's a difference. Oh, name it. Cold-hearted means I don't care. It was a human life. Human lives are precious things, but they can be so easily thrown away and snuffed out. God, you're not helping. Along with the development of most humans, actually, the quirks do give you an advantage, but without the proper training or, development, it's pretty easy to take you guys down. Deku, shut up. What? I'm just stating the truth. Dude! You need to give them hope. I'm not a hero. You do that. You're a hero. You're their godforsaken golden child, after all. I can't deal with this. Oh God. My mom, my dad. God, what will happen to them? Well, knowing Aunt Mitsuki and Uncle Matsuda, they probably went towards the safe zone. And knowing my mother, she probably checked up on them. They're most likely on their way towards an evacuation place. Yeah. I have a question. Yeah? What is it, soldier? I don't like being called soldier, but, have you checked your phones? Don't got one. I got mine confiscated. What, were you two... What is with people and shipping us? I don't know. No, we're... Sorry, why should we have our phones? What's so important? I think you should read this. As it's an announcement saying that UA is one of the safe zones and that the trains are out. Well, that brings down most of our transportation. If we move on foot, I'd say we'd be able to get there within a day if we haul it. 2, if we take minimal breaks. 3, if all of you lazy bastards can't get off of your asses. But the main issue is doing in such a large group. Deku, we have a bigger issue. That thing. It's not gonna stay here forever. It'll most likely be gone in the morning. So I vote all of us camp out here for the night. Tomorrow we move. And we should start preparing too. Luckily, I don't have my knife. What? You know the little knife that my dad gave me for my 4th birthday? Yeah, when you nearly poked your eye out? Yeah, that got confiscated. Well, let's go get it. It's locked in the teacher's desk. Oh my god, we'll get it. No, you don't understand. We need a key. We'll break it. I don't want to damage the knife. It was a gift from my father, you dumb fuck. Does anyone have a key? As one of the teachers actually goes forward. Yes, I have one. It unlocks basically everything in here. I mean, not sure about the desk, but I'm pretty sure it'll work. Thank you. See? Besides, we'll need tools, and proper ones at that. Everyone, go to the cafeteria and start bringing out the produce. Things all spoiled, like milk, fruits, veggies. We're gonna need those. What if we dehydrate them? The veggies will probably be their best option. I don't like the taste of dried fruit, but good observation. You will be my second in command. So if there's a... Wait, hold on. I'm not going to be second fiddle. But you be my second in command. Ooh, sorry. Seniority and more experience. You aren't older than me. We're the same age. Yeah, whatever. Anyways, let's go. Yeah, whatever. Let's go get your knife. As they both left. Everyone was looking at Baku and Deku. The strongest out of all of them. Deku, while being quirkless, was still incredibly impressive to all of them. And Baku because of his God-given talent. His quirk. All of them were basically shitting bricks the entire time. And, well, they didn't know what to do, so they just listened. They went to the cafeteria and brought everything. And while complaining all the way, as Zuko walks in with Bakugo. See? It wasn't so hard. Yeah, by the way, that's a multi-tool, not a knife. And? It has a screwdriver, a bottle opener, a little tiny saw, and a knife. Yeah, also a gum scraper. I always thought this was like a weird version of a tomahawk. No, it's a knife. Sorry, it's a gum scraper. You use it to remove gum. Yeah. Okay. Anyways. Hi, everyone. As all of them looked at him expectantly. What? Listen, let's pack in as much as we can. We'll go to sleep, then we move either at nightfall or at daybreak. Either way, we're gonna need to go when most of them are most likely sleeping. Since it's the middle of the day and that thing seemed somewhat energized, I'm assuming it's not nocturnal. Deku, your sheer info dump is kinda appreciated because it explains shit, but can we just not right now? What? Listen, I'm giving them information that they'll need. It doesn't matter if they've treated me, well, not so well in the past. It's still human lives. It's a precious thing. So easily snuffed out and so easily thrown away. Yeah, but still, I can't stomach it. Oh, please. That wasn't even that bad. The thing rammed into him. It rammed into him and plunged its horrifyingly sharp husks, or whatever it had, horns. Yeah, into the man. Making him mush against the wall, Deku. How could you not? I've seen worse. Quarks, dude. Quarks. Have you seen the shit that humanity's been able to do? Oh boy. I literally looked that shit up on the internet. I'm pretty sure I'm on a watch list. So. Oh. I'm sorry, can I. Listen, if you're gonna throw up, you're gonna eat more, and we can't necessarily have that. Every morsel of food is important. Also, by the way, while we move out, there will be one thing that I need all you to do. You will have to keep up with a slight training regimen. Won't be too much, like maybe 20 sit-ups, 20 push-ups, or whatever. Just to gain some strength and muscle into your arms, your legs, your back, so you can be somewhat capable. I'm not going to whip you all into shape and make you fighting machines, but survivors, I think I can manage. All of them looked at him. Slight disdain, anger, hatred. But overall acceptance. Because they knew he was right. And it hurt them that he was right. That someone that they saw as useless was taking charge and so calmly and easily doing something. Deku went into the nurse's office to grab blankets and pillows. And, well, they all slept in the cafeteria that night after having a big dinner. Or I guess lunch. Or, yeah, lunch, I guess. As all of them woke up, well, the milk spoiled. How can you laugh so easily? Because without humor, without something to smile at, life isn't worth living. That's something my dad told me. He laughed and reminisced about his dead friends, and it kind of was in honor of them. And I do the same with him. Okay. So when do we move out? How does an hour sound to everyone? We'll get everything packed up. We'll get the canned stuff, some snacks, and bring lots of water. One of you will have to be the water person. Oh wait, damn it! I forgot. Ah, this is a huge oversight. Oh. What? The water fountains, the sinks. We need to stock up on water. The human body can go 3 days without water. 4 technically, but you kind of shut down after that. The human body can also go like a week without food. 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks. I'm sorry, I forgot. This is taking a toll on you, isn't it? I haven't slept that much. How long? 4 hours? I spent some time making spears for everyone. We'll have to go in, well, it depends if we split up on groups. If we do, 5 is the optimal number, but there's an odd number of us, so some of us will be odd or even. Some of us will have extras. Yeah. So, do we stick all together, or... You see, that's the issue. If we stick all together, we're more of a target, and we move slower. Because much like the education system in America, it only goes as fast as the slowest student. Yeesh. Cracking jokes like that, huh? We really are fucked. Yep. Normally he never talks about America. It felt like dishonor to my father. That or just making fun of him. Although he did make the same jokes. Although he did have rights since he was a Marine. Also, by the way, bring crayons. What? Candles. Actually, no, some of them might have thermal vision. That will be a problem at night, but whatever. Okay, so, do we move? Yep. Also, by the way, I'm making this video an hour long. FYI, by the way. As soon as everything was ready and everyone got, well, their somewhat crudely made spears, Izuku had a trash bag full of wood shavings just in case, and a box of crayons. Okay, I know you're a Marine, but do you really want to be munching on crayons? Hey, listen, not the green ones. They're too tart. Right. You're being brave. Alright? Yeah. So, have we all decided? As they had a vote, and most of them voted to stick together. Surprising, actually. Izuku wasn't necessarily disappointed, just surprised. It wasn't the optimal choice, but it was the human choice. Humans hunted in packs. They survived on a society. While they were persistent hunters and could most likely run for about over 24 hours, they were also weak and fragile, but also very adaptive. So he wasn't too worried. And they all left. They had to stick close to buildings, alleyways, just so those hulking monstrosities couldn't get to them. By the way, I record these at night. They walked about 18 miles. They had to take a small break after that. Deku had to literally carry like 2 of them in his arms. Thank you. No problem. No soldier left behind. That's what my dad believed in, and that's what I have to follow through now. Okay, everyone. Small break. Everyone eat your salads. Why do we have to eat these? Why not the fruit? They'll spoil faster. Because those have sugar, and eventually they'll, what's it called? Ferment. What? I'm saying if we all want to get in a drunken stupor like some deer and bird do on fermented apples, we could. Deku. Listen, we already ate most of them before we left. So, small snack to recharge, and I'm giving you all a 20-minute break. Do what you want. Izuku sat down as he brought a piece of flint. Sorry, what? How? Why? Would you believe me if I said it was a gift from my dad? No. Good, because it wasn't. How'd you get that? You know how lighters have these? Yeah. Well, I found some on Dagobah Beach, and well, I found a big chunk. What? A lighter for those with quirks that enhance their size and are coincidentally addicted to smoking. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah. Also, just for those who are big and want to use a lighter. Yep. So you broke that piece off? Yeah. Okay. So, Deku. Thanks for snapping me out of it. Out of what? My funk. With you being how you are right now, you don't seem all that different. I mean, there's a slight nudge in how you act. How so? You seem to be a little bit more cheerful. Ah, so I should act more gloomy to be more normal, right? Yeah. I mean, unless you want them to catch on. And again, no one exactly knows you like I do. Yep. By the way, do I still have that mole on my left butt cheek? I don't know. Do you want me to check? Dude, no. I'm making a joke, size. You haven't seen it ever since we were kids. Yeah. Ugh. Just imagine little us in the bath when I accidentally nearly drowned. You took a nap in a bathtub, dude. You were just asking for it. Hold on. Come on. Oh, got it. So, how are you so calm throughout all this? I don't know. Maybe I've conditioned myself to be calm in every single circumstance. That it just seems natural to me. Funny thing is, I don't even feel worried right now. It's actually a little bit exciting because, well, new species and whatnot. New living creatures to study. New ways to figure out how they can die. You know, your dad died a hero. He died a Marine. He died a soldier. He went in to make sure no one was hurt. And then he died. He threw his life away. I know he did a good thing. He did the right thing, the human thing. But part of me thinks if just maybe if he didn't, he'd still be here. He'd be helping us out right now. He'd come look for me. He'd take down those things with a big swing and a burst of fire. Oh, you know why I keep this with me? What? Why I keep the multi-tool, this piece of flint? Why? It's so I can talk to him whenever I want. Because I've convinced myself ever since I was a kid that he lived in fire. He was the embodiment of flame. He was here to keep me safe. He's here right now. And I'm crying. I'm insulting his memory. Wishing that he was here physically, still alive. Isn't that pathetic? Tucker, like, if you want, you could just have my dad too. God knows I don't treat him right. Neither does my mom. Honestly, I don't know whether or not he's into it or if he's just way too. Sorry. No, it's fine. Thanks. God, your dad is weird. Listen, he's either into degradation or hitting. Ah, gross, gross, gross. I got your mind off it, didn't I? Yeah, thanks. Deku, I know you'd never let me live this down, but I feel like I have to say it just in case if we die. You're my best friend. The only person who can match me in combat. And I enjoy the shit out of it. Yeah. And just so you know, you're like a brother to me. Oof, bro zones. Yeah. Yeah. As they sit there and they actually do warm some food. Some soup, actually. They had him like cans. They put it in a big pot. Deku kept the cans inside of a different trash bag. He had an entire roll of trash bags, actually. After the 20 minutes were up and they finished eating, they started moving again. They'd repeat until they got too tired, and Deku took first night shift. He sat down, making sure to stay vigilant with his knife out. He'd have to be like that for an hour. This is fine. No one's approaching. We're in a safe area. It'd be a tragedy if I were to fall asleep now. Come on, Izuku. Come on. Come on. Stay up. Stay up. If they die on your watch, Sergeant above your head. Who am I kidding with that bullshit? Deku. What? You're tired. Let me take it from here. I have about 10 minutes left of my shift. It's fine. I'll take it. Thanks. Here's the spear. Why is it black? Sorry, that was mine. Here. Suku hands him an actual spear that wasn't burned after stoking the fire. He'd have to work on that later. But he did get some sleep. He even had a dream. Hey, son. Hi, Dad. It's nice to see you again. Yeah, well, you know, being dead isn't really that fun. Only legally. Yeah, I've been on the moon. Normally people say on cloud 9, but I guess that works. Yeah. So, Izuku, how you been? I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? It's either you're good, you're fine, or meh. That or feeling suicidal. You aren't feeling suicidal, are you? No. I... Dad, how did you do it? What do you mean? How'd I do what? This! Having people's lives in your hands. I don't think I can do it. When it comes to throwing my life away, I'm willing. I'd do it in a heartbeat if it meant saving another person for even another second. But having their lives in my hands, they actually listened to me. I was half expecting most of them to disagree. Izuku, it's never an easy decision. It's never an easy position, actually. You have to make the hard choices. Who lives, who dies, when you eat, when you move. But I can get them to UA. I can get them to a safe place. We both know it's not safe there. At most, they'll have enough food for a few hundred more people. But eventually, they're gonna run out. UA has a garden. And? Gardens need water. And we don't know if it's gonna rain, Izuku. It could. You're being hopeful, Izuku. Remember, think of the worst and prepare for it. I know, but it's hard. No one ever said it was easy, being a leader. Being a parent. I'm sorry, what? Oh, I was getting mixed signals. I'm sorry. Thanks. I miss you. And Mom does too. And she misses you too. What do you mean? Well, no. You should wake up right now. What? I said, wake up. Izuku. What? What happened? What happened? Under attack. 5 dead. What? Give me my spear. Take mine. What are we up against? Not that big thing. It came out of nowhere. Literally. Describe it. From what I could see, it had big sharp teeth, starling mouth, big googly eyes. Googly eyes? Googly eyes. Whatever. Just stay calm. Keep your heartbeat regular. And aim for the kill. How hard is it to hide? I threw an explosion at it. It covered it in soot. Soot? Dust, whatever. I'm sorry. I need the proper terminology in order to understand the situation. Right. You're choking, soldier. Calm down. Think of it logically. Let out a flashbang if needed. I'll alert our location. Then we'll move. Where are the others? I moved them to a safe place. They're in the next building. I moved you last because, well, your reflexes. Oh, great. And how many people died on your watch? 2. I'm sorry. It's fine. It's fine. So where is it? I don't know. Calm down. Listen. There! The creature had blocked the spear with its thick hide. It had spikes. It was covered in this somewhat reflective liquid. kind of like a bile or slime. Izuku let go immediately and brought his knife, and then aimed for its eye. It was focused on Bakugo because it saw him as a threat instead of Izuku. Mainly because Bakugo was the one with the spear and Deku had lost it to its knowledge. Dig it deeper, dig it in deeper. Where's that peanut sized of a brain of yours? I got it. It's dead. Izuku was covered in this hot liquid. It kind of burned, but not as bad as Bakugo's explosions did on first contact. In fact, it was actually kind of pleasant in the cold air. It was calming, but it faded away after a little bit. Izuku brought the corpse with him. Apparently, after it died, the thing that it was doing in order to be apparently invisible was fading away. It took 5 minutes for it to completely, stop. But Izuku had butchered it in that time. People were scared, shaken, and fearful. Izuku was calm as always, pushing his emotions to the side, because he knew that they needed him. His experience, his skill, his knowledge. But what would happen to them if he died? His survival was a factor. His survival was a necessity. But he didn't want to accept that, because if he was the only thing keeping them alive, then what would happen if he was dead? What would they do? Would they move on, or would they die? That thought scared him beyond belief. But after that, Izuku removed all the inedible parts which he deduced by smell and slight taste. It wasn't poisonous. It actually tasted pretty good when cooked. In fact, they made it into a stew. They put some of the milk that hadn't spoiled yet into it too. Most of it. The rest they'd be using for cheese if they ever got the opportunity. They weren't covering as much progress as Izuku would like. This would easily be solved by splitting up into groups. But since 5 were already dead, and, well, strength in numbers, Izuku didn't want that. The survival of him and the rest were his top priority. They were eating and actually having a few laughs. And then Deku plunged the knife into the damn thing's googly eyes and skewered its tiny little peanut brain. Yeah. Also, by the way, this thing's blood was oddly warm. Like, to the point it'd probably leave burns on my skin. First degree, to be exact. Yeah. Sorry. No, it's fine. But still, it was kind of nice. Oh god, are you being bloodthirsty now, Deku? Hey, don't put words in my mouth. I didn't say I enjoyed it. I said it felt nice, with the warm blood soaking my body in the cool night air. Well, more like slightly morning air. Right. Deku? Yeah? Sorry for waking you up. Or choosing you last. You did the right thing, actually. I was the best suited for fighting, and I would have woken up at any slight sound. If it was close enough. Yeah. Sorry about your spear. It's fine. It broke. That's because I weakened it with the fire when I was stoking it. But this will work for now. What do you mean? We'll find a replacement. Dagobah Beach is on the way. What? I'm saying we'll have to backtrack a little bit, but we can get better weapons. Better chance of survival. We'll get armor. Deku, we can't. We have to keep moving forward. And what, have another 5 die? Oh yeah, every single night we just whittle down until we're basically nothing. What do you think attracted them? When I saw there were a few open containers of canned food. It wasn't empty. So some people didn't take my advice. Who? I don't know. Probably some people who wanted some midnight snacking, or who were just playing careless. Okay. It's fine. No, it's not. 5 people died, Deku. And the rest of us will try our best to survive. There are 32 of us. Alright. We'll make a track to Dagobah Beach. It's full of trash. We'll find weapons, discarded things. Hell, I found this piece of flint there. Right. Okay. Deku. Yeah. Thank you. For what? Being here, helping all of us. Without you, a lot of us would probably be dead. I wasn't even sure how to deal with that thing. You could allow a flashbang and blinded it for a few seconds, and then have a few of the people attack its underbelly or eyes, or inside of its mouth, if you're feeling particularly risky, with its sharp-ass teeth. By the way, what are we going to do with those? How about we put them on a bat? What? Have it like barbed wire. Have it dig into our opponents. You're being ruthless. Being ruthless means that we survive. Mercy will get us killed. So what you're saying is ruthlessness is mercy upon ourselves. Stop quoting Epic the Musical. And you call me a nerd. Because you are one. You're a biology and chemistry nerd. First of all, biology mostly, chemistry kind of. Shut up. Right. Alright, everyone, let's move. All of them looked at him, and then at Izuku. You were the man. God, how were they listening to you? Because I am, for some reason, the de facto leader. How? I don't know. I wish I could tell you. I really do. As one of the teachers that actually survived saying, I have a question. Why aren't we moving? Because we're having a conversation right now and letting everyone pack their shit. And remember, properly dispose of the food and put all the scraps into your mouths. Nothing left behind. You'll need every morsel of energy to make the trek back to Dagobah Beach. It's about 10 miles. Hey, no complaining. Do you want to survive or not? We'll make makeshift armor. With the razor sharp teeth, it'll probably tear through most of the sheet metal there. But if we have stacks of paper, no, maybe a few layers, actually. Hold on, how sharp are these? Well, we couldn't see much. All we saw was that it ripped clean through someone's neck. Did it crush its head? Actually, no. One of them was actually crushed, which means it had the bite force to break a human skull. But some of them were just swallowed whole, so maybe it has the capability, but it might take a little bit. Deku, please put those away. What? Scared something might happen? No! I just ate. I don't want to lose my lunch. I forgot you don't have the stomach of me. You're a goddamn psychopath. Yeah, and? I was expecting you to deny it. Right now, I had to take the mentality of a psychopath. Plan for the future, current pain doesn't matter. As long as we survive, we'll make it. Okay. And they started walking back to Dagobah Beach. They moved and they moved. They actually found 2 more of those creatures. They strayed away from it. Izuku had actually drenched himself in its goo because they didn't seem to attack each other. And he thought, hey, this will mask our scent. The only thing was that he had to drench the others in its guts. Its blood wasn't venomous, but it was warm. Izuku hadn't actually cleaned himself off. And they ran into something else. Something vaguely humanoid. It was on all fours. It had double-jointed legs, claws, fangs, and its head was angularly... Well, it was kind of aerodynamic, actually. It was round and smooth. Like their PE teacher. Who was round and smooth. One of them leaped towards someone who was in the front. Help! 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 Izuku wasn't the one to actually kill it. It was Bakugo. You okay? Yeah, thank you. Izuku felt something. A twinge of pride? In Bakugo, no less. Wow! This was new. He wasn't opposed to it. But they were still a mile away from Dagobah Beach. Okay, everyone. Moving carefully and silently. We don't know how many more of those things there are. Or if there's a nest of them, actually. They looked vaguely humanoid. They were built for speed. Maybe there's a nest here. Hold on. I hear something. It was rustling. Metal clanging, and sounds like something was digging. Izuku approached first with his knife. A spear wouldn't be good for close range. He really wished that they had a bat or something. Maybe they could find one, actually. But as he approached, something pounced on him. What? And it actually startled him to an extreme amount. And kind of disturbed him and the others. It was saying something kind of incohesive. It had greasy black skin, a lot of cuts with red blood. It probably had tetanus. Oh god, it probably had tetanus. He's like, really didn't want to get rabies or something. And it had these weird black greasy tendrils. And its eyes were focused to a disturbing amount. Like it was picking him apart, looking for something. Ugh. Anyways, I'm going to leave that off at that disturbing note. And I hope all of you enjoyed this. It wasn't necessarily an hour long, but way longer than normal one of these would be. So, yeah. Bye.